What's going on, man? It's Freddie Initiative. My man, Young Guru. Some of them know what's going on, man? It's going to be there, man. Yo, it was good to see you more involved with the politics, man. Tell me a little bit about that, man. A lot of people don't know. How do you feel from a hip-hop pioneer?
Well, for me, it's hard for me because this is the first time that I'm really galvanized to get into the political process. And that's not to say that I don't follow it. I follow politics a lot, which is the reason why I wasn't really in the process. I feel like a lot of young black men that would choose between me and Trump. And it's just good. It's very inspirational for me as a father to have Barack Obama up there for him to be able to say, okay, if I tell my kids you can be anything you want to be, and now it can really be that. It's a very inspirational thing to have going on. You know what I'm saying? I have young kids. I have 4 children, so it's great for me to grow up and to watch them grow up at a time when that is a real possibility for them to be able to be whatever they want to be. My whole point in this process is that I don't want us to lose focus, that we still have a lot of work to do after this brother gets in office, that he is not going to be the answer by himself. He's a spark really of what we should be doing as people to get more involved into our communities. I live now in North New Jersey. We have a huge gang problem in North New Jersey. We have a lot of young brothers killing each other daily in North New Jersey. And I'm actively trying to do something real with that problem, along with other brothers in the community. Rise the Rock. There's a lot of brothers out there that's trying to really make this effect on the community. I don't want that struggle to get lost in what we're doing on a national scale. And that's my only critique of what's going on right now. I just feel like people, as we normally do, we're getting very involved in the hype of what's going on and not really understanding why we're doing certain things.
A lot of people talk about hype. I watch a lot of artists that are on TV, radio, they're really bigging up the whole situation about Obama. Do you think, when you say change, do you think that hip-hop artists believe there's going to be change and that's why they're promoting a lot of
I keep it all the way honest.
Okay.
80% of them are bandwagon.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know what's going on. They've never been involved in it. They're jumping on the bandwagon because it's what's happening, what's going on right now. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And you have to understand too that hip-hop artists, these are young, these are our children. These are young black, Latino, white kids that make music, right? Just because somebody makes music and commands the attention of the public eye does not deem them the person that should be developing what our concepts are to move us into the future. Right. You see what I'm saying? Some of them can, but you shouldn't look toward an entertainer to do that. Right. They're there to entertain, right? So what the political process does, it says, okay, I need this person because they can capture an audience for me. Same thing they did with Bob Marley. They didn't care if he got shot. I just need you to push my political agenda. Right. I think a lot of hip-hop artists are just, jumping on the bandwagon. But it's a good bandwagon. It's good. It's getting us, it's a start. It gets us involved in the process. It also lets us understand where we need to go. So for me, again, I don't blame the hip. I think at any time hip-hop should be able to speak truth to power. That's always been our biggest thing that we could do. Is that we critique and we talk to power exactly, when I say power, I mean the power structure, exactly how we want to talk to them. When Public Enemy did it, they did it in a very pro-Black Panther way. Right. But I also agree with the NWA way, because everybody is not educated, everybody doesn't know the big words, everybody can't understand Michael Dyson when he's speaking. Like, I speak to the youth on the street, and I want them to understand me. I don't want to sit here and have mental masturbation and see how many big words I come up with. That's not my point. You understand what I'm saying? So my point is that at the end of the day, hip-hop should be used as a cultural tool to capture a certain amount of people. And then we have to also understand that there's a huge, when we say black people in general, there's a large population of us that don't listen to rap music. Right? So this struggle is bigger than just hip-hop. And our culture, it has to encompass everyone, our parents, our grandparents, everybody. But we all have those musical examples all throughout our lives that exemplify the struggle. We, as Brother Baraka put it, we are a blues people. That's why the music comes out there. You see what I'm saying? So if we can use our music to further explain why we're singing the blues, that's a good thing. But I also don't want us to get lost in the fact that our music is everything. Our music is celebration. So yes, there's going to be times on a Friday, Saturday night where you're not worried about no problems. You're supposed to go out and have a great time and release all that energy. You see what I'm saying? If you're working during the week on the struggle, because if you're struggle, you're going to get burnt out. We see a lot of that too. We got 40 and 50-year-old people that was so into the movement and they get beat down for so many years and feel like, okay, well, why am I doing this? It's not going nowhere. We got to use our music for everything, for celebration, for getting information out there, for change, and also remember the core of what our music was generated in. Hip-hop was a rebellious music from the core. I don't mean rebel without a cause. I mean rebellious in the standpoint that we couldn't get into downtown clubs in New York City. You understand what I'm saying? So we don't need your downtown club. We're going to come and play right here in the middle of the projects. You see what I'm saying? We can't afford the clothes that y'all wear to get in the Studio 54. So we're going to make workman's clothes. The affordable boots, Timberlands, the jackets that a worker wears, Carhartt, everything. That's the style now. White t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love that it's fashionable for a $5 t-shirt so that there's no difference between my brother on the street that's hustling and me. When I walk up to talk to him, we both got on the same thing. And I'm not walking up to him like, stop hustling. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to walk up to him and say, what are you doing with that money? You see what I'm saying? My eventual result is that I want him to stop hustling. But if I walk up to him and just be like, yo, why are you hustling? Why? Because my mother's on crack. You want to go back to my house with me right now and see what my house looks like? You see what I'm saying? That's what his story is. Until the politicians can go on grassroots level and understand that there's never going to be a real change in terms of why that kid is out there. He's out there for a reason. Granted, there are some people that, just are hustling because they want to hustle and it's the fad and they want some fast money. But I guarantee you that at least where I live, 75% of young brothers that's out there because they have no other way of income and they see no other way. That's what I would like to see change in our political structure. Is the actual.
I feel where you're coming from, but I mean, you being a pioneer, where you come from, would you think that it would be easy for you to jump into politics, being that you're involved in so much? Would they respect you like they're respecting you in the hip hop game on a political level?
I doubt it. I doubt it seriously. The reason I wouldn't jump into politics personally is because when you jump into politics, you're playing a game. You have to play a certain game. Your image has to be a certain way. The things that you say have to be a certain way. You can't offend certain people because you're trying to get voters. What I'm going to say is going to offend somebody because I'm going to speak the truth at all times. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about somebody voting for me and me using my power in that way. If that's the way that you choose to attack the system, I'm down with that. I totally agree with that. My position is more of a grassroots level. I want to be actually on the street talking to those young brothers and sisters as to why they do what they do. We have a program now going on in New York too that's addressing the sisters because of the fact that the sisters are like, oh well, the brothers are doing this and that, but I'm like, y'all are putting yourselves out there at too early of an age. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing too many 12 and 13-year-old girls, with the wrong stuff on. And it's not like I'm telling you, you can't wear certain things, but it's like if you walk down the street in the middle of these wolves with that on, I can tell you already what's going to happen. Then these young men don't have no father figures to tell them how to address women or how to even talk to women. So it's like it's a constant tug, like you know what I'm saying? It's touching. All right.